Alright, hello everyone, Darkside Phil here with a special update video for everyone. And, normally I don't do this kind of video, but about a week ago, I had to make a video that was pretty much one of the most, if not the most important video that I had ever made in regards to myself and my YouTube career at that time, because some really unforeseen things were happening in regards to this channel right here, DSPGaming on YouTube. As well as some other stuff. Basically, my partner network, Machinima, who I have been with as a partner since 2011 and as a managed partner since late 2013, said that they were going to renegotiate my contract. And being that that was the case, after getting more information, unfortunately, I found out it was going to be quite a large pay cut for me. And, that's a big decision. That's always a big decision for someone like me or anyone on YouTube to make. If you're a YouTuber and this is your income, this is your bread and butter, this is what pays the bills, this isn't just some side project that you're doing, right? For me, this has been my full-time job since 2011. It's a really tough decision to make, to decide whether or not you're going to accept something like that, or even to just accept the fact that you're going to have a decrease in pay, right? Now, for me, unfortunately, it was kind of really bad timing, because as many of you know who've watched my videos and everything that's been going on with me and my channels this year, I had a lot of malicious activities around myself, including false copyright strikes that forced my channel to fall out of the YouTube rankings and literally fall out of related videos and YouTube search for 2 months. And when that happened, my views plummeted because I wasn't getting those related views and things like that from YouTube search. It was just basically a core fan base of people coming back, which was great. It's my lifeblood, and it definitely allowed me to keep doing business, but I lost a lot of money just because of false copyright strikes, okay? So when I got this news a week ago, I was pretty disheartened, admittedly. I was pretty disheartened. I was shocked. I was like, man, this is coming out of nowhere. The same thing happened to me in 2012. Machinima contacted me at that point and also did a contract renegotiation. That contract renegotiation was nowhere near as bad, or as bad of a negative impact as this one's going to have on me, okay? So basically, Machinima gave me a new offer for contract and gave me a whopping 10 days to action on this contract, and said if you don't action on this contract within 10 days, you are going to be released from your contract, and that'll be it. No more relationship between you and Machinima for DSPGaming. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is a big thing, a big decision for me. What am I going to do? Is it viable to keep YouTube going? Can I keep going the way that I am? Being the fact, that I'm a realist, and that I know that for the past several years, this business has had a decline, right? I'm one of the very few YouTubers out there who still just does raw gameplay throughs, right? Most other YouTubers have moved on to highly edited content, polished content, abridged things, best ofs, countdowns, and things like that. What other, there's very few YouTubers who will do from start to finish a video game without any kind of editing or anything like that, right? And I know that. I'm kind of still adhering to that old formula. And there's lots of people that like that, but is it going to sustain a business in the future, right? So after I got this news that my contract was going to be renegotiated and I was going to be making way less money if I stayed with Machinima, and knowing that I only had 10 days to make a decision, all right, I implemented 2 things last week. I made a very special video that I uploaded right here to DSP Gaming. Thank you to everyone who checked it out. Over 30,000 people watched the video within the week. I haven't even looked at the video recently, so I have no idea how many views it actually has now, but lots of people checked out the video, so obviously it means lots of people have some kind of a vested interest in myself and my future here on YouTube and are interested to know what's going to happen. So basically, the things that were on the table for me that were uncertain. Number one, did I want to stay with Machinima or not? Because I could leave Machinima. I could go with another partnership network. And what I needed to do was talk to other partnership networks to find out what they were offering, okay? And see if anyone would give me a better deal than what Machinima was offering me at the time as this renegotiation is happening. Number two, I wanted to see if I could have more time, because 10 days is a short amount of time. The bottom line is 10 days to figure out your entire financial future and the future of a business is not enough. Like, I need to go out there and play the field and talk to other companies and let people know that I am a free agent and I'm looking to possibly get a better deal than what I have now, right? And only having 10 days, that was kind of ridiculous in my opinion, okay? And number three, I needed to come up with a new strategy because I realized that things were getting stale and stagnant and people didn't just like the unedited game playthroughs anymore. And I came up with a three-pronged, oh god, I'm saying it again, a three-pronged strategy for success. And all of this information was relayed and revealed in the video that I put out a little bit over a week ago. It was actually, I think it was like December 9th or something, and today is, I think, December 16th, so it might have been December 8th. Roughly a week ago, I made this video, okay? So the reason I'm making a video right now for all of you is, number one, to give you a major update, because I have a major update regarding the status of DSPGaming. I have a major update regarding the status of the new channel that's part of my three-pronged strategy for success in 2016. And I want to address some controversy, and for the first time ever, holy shit, it's not controversy about me. It's actually controversy about the whole situation with partnership networks. And there's this thing that just happened a day or two ago, and people are like messaging me about it. Phil, do you know about this? And I want to address it, because at this point, this thing happens every year or two, and people ask me, and I'm finally going to like publicly address it so everyone understands my position, okay? So first of all, let's talk about DSPGaming, all right? What's going to happen with DSPGaming, this channel right here on YouTube? As I said in my three-pronged strategy last week, this channel will remain your destination source for unedited gameplay footage and ongoing gameplay coverage of games. This is not going to be a channel that's going to change to do vlogging or to do edited content. It's just going to be the raw gameplay footage, pretty much like it always has been, all right? So in 2016, this place really isn't going to change that much. If anything, the only thing that'll change is that there's going to be a little bit less gameplay coverage. And what I mean by that is I'm going to focus only once a day, usually, on gameplay content. It's going to be around 4 hours of gameplay. Therefore, instead of the 4 to 5 hours that I'm putting out now, it's only going to be around 4 hours or so a day. All right? And I am going to try to pick and choose games more carefully so I don't get inundated with so much that I don't get around to playing the games in a timely manner. I worked on that a little bit in 2015. I think I did a good job of it. Right now is like the worst time for me because I'm playing 4 games. Even though I tried to avoid it, it is what it is. In 2016, it's going to be even more refined than that, all right? But the problem was, this is the channel that Machinima was renegotiating for. So they were saying, you're going to make way less money on this channel, okay? Here's our new offer. You have 10 days to sign. Oh, and by the way, there's a clause in this contract that was not in a previous Machinima contract. I've read the other contracts, and they didn't have this clause. It's some kind of a new clause since the last time that I signed with Machinima. And what this clause stated was that I would basically be in a non-compete contract where I would not be able to have any other associations with other partnership networks. So that means if I made this new channel, as I'd stated in last week's video, where I did edited content and countdowns and reviews and all that stuff went on that channel, I wouldn't be able to have that with another company outside of Machinima. And for me, that was almost like the deal breaker, because here's the thing. Even regardless of what I did with DSPGaming, let's say that I decided that DSPGaming was to stay with Machinima because that's the best option, but Machinima decides that this new channel is too new. They either don't want to partner, or if they partner it, they want to give me way worse terms than what I have on DSPGaming, or even worse, they don't want to make it a managed partnership, so that basically this channel now is at risk of having content ID matches and copyright strikes, and when all that hits, I basically have nowhere to go for help. That would be a disaster, right? And I would want to have the ability to take this new channel and partner it with whoever I want. Because the bottom line is I have been talking with companies for the past week, and there are companies that are telling me, Phil, we will partner DSPGaming, we will partner your new channel, we'll make them both managed partnerships. All right. The only reason that I haven't jumped ship immediately from Machinima the second I heard that is because all these companies are offering me less than what Machinima has offered me in this renegotiated contract. Yeah, so even though Machinima is offering me way less than what I'm making now, these other companies are offering even less than that. So it's like, make even less money to be guarantee a managed partnership, but you're taking a risk because you're jumping to a totally new company that you don't really know that well, or stay with Machinima, get the money that they're offering you, but have an uncertainty regarding this new channel, all right? So all this was kind of going through my head this past week. So in regards to all of that, here's the big update, all right? I talked with Machinima this past week. I explained the situation to them. I let them know that, number one, I don't think 10 days to figure all this out is enough, and I think it's really, quite honestly, kind of unprofessional to force someone like me, where my business, my entire livelihood is based off of YouTube, to make a decision, a knee-jerk decision in 10 days. So I asked for more time. I said, can I please have more time, because there's no way that I can decide in 10 days. I can't give you a legitimate answer. So you're basically, what you're telling me is you're forcing me out of Machinima if this is going to stand, okay? So that was number one. Number two, I said, what about my new channel when I make it? Because it has to be part of my business strategy for 2016. It just has to be. It seems like I've gotten overwhelming feedback from everyone from the video that I put out last week saying, yes, this is a great strategy. Vlogging here, raw gameplay here, edited content here seems like success, right? And tons of people have already said, Phil, we don't have time to watch all of your edited or your unedited gameplay content, but we would love a channel where it's all edited and it's only a few videos a week. We would subscribe to that in a heartbeat and watch all the videos there. So seems to me like the whole idea is going to work out, okay? So I explained this to Machinima. I said, how can I re-sign with you when you're putting me in a not-compete clause and you're not committing to saying that my new channel will be a managed partnership, right? We need to work this out for me to re-sign. So I went back and forth with Machinima a lot this week, all right? And admittedly, I was worried because it's a lot to ask of a partnership company. And let's face it, I'm certainly not the biggest Machinima partner. Are you fucking kidding me? No way. They've got way bigger partners than me now. I'm kind of, if anything, if you look in the range of YouTube success for gamers, maybe middle range, if that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people bigger than me, but there's tons of people smaller than me, so I'm kind of middle range. So I don't really have a lot of clout when it comes to negotiating with Machinima, okay? So I didn't know if they were going to go for anything. To my surprise, all right, Machinima was incredibly understanding. They worked with me through my issues, and here's what they offered me. I cannot tell you specifics, but they basically have now put me into a contract here on DSPGaming that, unlike the other contract, which was going to be for a year-long, locked in at this lower rate of pay that I was going to get for everything here on DSPGaming, they went out of their way and said, since you're in a unique position, right, it's make or break for you, we're going to give you a limited time, like we don't offer this to everyone, a 2-month contract. All right. The contract will start as of December 1st, ends at the end of January. So what you basically have is a 2-month trial period where you're going to have your DSPGaming channel under this new agreement with us, and you're going to see how much money you're actually going to make month to month now with the new agreement. During that period of time, you are free to go out and talk to any other company and see what other companies will offer you. And if anyone could do better than us, go right ahead. You know, we can't stop you. But we're willing to do a limited time 2-month contract so that way you can sign it now, at least have income for 2 months, right? Not get locked into a long-term contract for a year and get stuck with us if you don't like what we're offering you. Okay? That was crazy. Like, when they told me that, I was like, that's crazy. I never thought they were going to offer me that. I literally thought they were going to say, sign now for a year or too bad, hit the road, Jack. And they didn't. They went out of their way and negotiated a much smaller contract for me so that I have a little bit of leeway in the month of January to see how do things go with DSPGaming, how do things go with the new channel, how do things go with the more active vlogging, and kind of make a decision for myself. So number one, that was huge. And even though this new contract is going to mean less money for me, I decided that at least for the 2-month trial run, this is the way to go. I mean, if it doesn't work out at the end of January, here's the thing. Here's the other thing that they said. Normally, if you're in a contract with Machinima, all right, you have to cancel that contract or notify them you want to be out of that contract within 60 days of the end of the contract. So, for example, right now, today, I sign a 1-year contract with Machinima. I would have to tell them 2 months before the end of the year, so that's what, sometime in October, that I want to end my contract with them so that we can end it by the end of 2016, I guess it would be, right? They gave me now amended terms 3 days. So if 3 days before the end of January I've decided this whole experiment didn't work out and I want to say goodbye to Machinima, I can say goodbye. So pretty good, right? I mean, they're basically giving me control of my destiny. And that's what I want, and that's what I was worried about, is the control is being taken away from me and given to a company, to Machinima basically. And they understood and they completely changed the contract for me and said, here you go. And I was like, holy shit, man. Like, if that doesn't show you that a company has appreciated my loyalty to them over the past 4+ years, I mean, that's awesome that they went out of their way, all right? So the good news is, in regards to DSPGaming, I'm on a trial basis now with this new contract. Nothing's going to change. I'm still in a managed partnership. I still have all the protections I used to have. I still have all the help that I need from them if anything goes wrong. Everything's still there in place. And the only difference is I'm going to be making less money. But that was going to happen no matter what. And like I said, out of all the offers that I've received over the past week, because I've gotten 3 different partnership companies who contacted me, every one offered me less than what Machinima was offering in this new contract. So I was like, okay, so let's do it and let's see what happens. So the good news is, for right now, DSPGaming is good till the end of January. Near the end of January, I'll evaluate how everything went, and then we'll go from there, okay? Now, the other big piece of data here is the new channel, which I still don't have a name for it yet. I have some ideas, but this new channel, this channel is going to be created solely for edited content. Game reviews, so the Hateful Truth game reviews are going to move over there. Countdowns, special series, all that kind of stuff, all the edited style content. Best of, worst of, I'm probably going to have the best of the week, worst of the week, stuff like that every week. All that is going to be on the new channel, and that channel is only going to have a few new videos a week, maybe 2-3 videos tops a week, and that way, no overload. You can subscribe to the channel and not get 5,000 fucking videos in your inbox, right? Good stuff. And for those who don't have the time to watch all the gameplay videos here on DSP Gaming, that's your place to go, okay? What about that channel? Well, I talked to Machinima about that, and I said, you know, I'm very wary of signing or re-signing anything with you because you've got this non-compete clause in your contract saying, what if I re-sign DSP Gaming, but we can't come to terms on this new channel? You know, what am I going to do? Because it's critical. It's part of my new success for 2016. I'm going to have to use this new channel. Not only, get this, Machinima first of all comes back and says, yes, we have the non-compete clause in the contract, but being that you're such a long-standing, you know, partner, the fact that your main channel is staying with us, we would never enforce it. Like, we would never come after you legally. And I have this in writing, by the way. It wasn't like they made this shit up. They have it in writing, so legally it stands. We would never come after you. Why would we try to sue you because you have a secondary channel that we couldn't even, you know, come to your terms for partnership with the channel, and you go elsewhere to partner it? There's no way we would come after you for that. So I was like, wow. So again, so not only are they renegotiating my DSP Gaming contract to give me flexibility and control, now they're telling me you're going to have total control over this new channel regardless of who you partner it with, all right? And then today, the best part of good news came through, and that's why I was waiting until today to give you guys this update. Machinima came back again in writing and said, we will partner your new channel, and we will make it a managed partnership. Of course, keep in mind, it's going to be under the same terms and conditions as all managed partnerships. So if I do malicious shit and I steal video clips from other people and you'll use copyrighted music that don't have rights to use on that channel, and it all gets claimed and I get in trouble, then I'm going to lose that managed partnership. But they said, yeah, we're willing to give you a managed partnership on that channel. It's you know, not that big of a deal, you know, especially because you're staying with us for DSP Gaming, at least in the short term. We're willing to do that for you. Now, we haven't hashed out specifics as to income and all that. I'm gotta believe that they're going to give me a contract that at least is close to what's on DSP Gaming. If not, it'll be similar to what's over on the King of Hate Vlogs, my vlogging channel, in which case either one is fine with me. Either, you know, as long as it's close to what I'm making on either of those channels, it's not that big of a deal. It's not, for me, quite honestly, this new channel, whatever it ends up being called, is not about the money. It's about getting new interest, getting new people over to watch my stuff, because the bottom line is the more people who watch my stuff on any channel, it's going to overall affect me positively. So if I can get a whole new viewer base over there on this new channel watching the edited stuff, that's going to naturally trickle to the vlogs and trickle to the raw gameplay. You know what I mean? It's all going to work out. So, just to recap, not only did Machinima give me really awesome terms as it comes to a short-term contract for DSP Gaming so that I have full control over my destiny of DSP Gaming and everything else, they then said they would not enforce a non-compete clause for this new channel. And then they said, yes, they're going to make this new channel a managed partnership. We haven't come to terms yet exactly on what the money will be. I don't really care that much, to be honest. But basically, they're giving me everything I want. Literally, Machinima was like, we're giving you everything. It took about a week for us to go back and forth to hash it out, but they're giving me everything I want. So, thumbs up. So here's the bottom line. Here's where we are right now. Right now, DSP Gaming is good. Right now, I'm in the process of creating this new YouTube channel. I'm trying to brainstorm what the name of this new channel will be. And once I have that, in early 2016, we're talking the 1 to 2 weeks into January, I'm going to start utilizing that channel to post up videos, edited videos, reviews. By then, I'll probably have finished Fallout 4. By then, I'll probably have an idea of what kind of stuff that I want to maybe start off with on that channel. The best moments of Fallout 4, I could do a montage of it, right? Stuff like that. So that's the kind of stuff. And I'm going to start it strong. I'm going to have it, you know, go up over there. And once all that's set, you know, partner it with Machinima around the same time, and we're good to go. So that's the plan right now. Right now, it's business as usual. DSP Gaming is good. I'm going to move forward positively, keep doing the same thing I'm doing, playing the games that I'm playing right now. Keep in mind, next week's Christmas, holiday special coming up, all kinds of fun stuff, fan appreciation, year-end series, all coming on DSP Gaming in the next couple of weeks. And then once that's done, we move to the new strategy where there'll be raw, new gameplay here on DSP Gaming. There'll be the edited stuff on the new channel, and the vlogging channel will have way more content for you, almost, several times a week versus just the 1 or 2 videos I put there a week, because that's going to be a new strategy. I explained all this in the video last week, so check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? So, it's all good news, right? It's all good. The one thing that I really need from everyone right now, all right, first of all, do all the things I suggested in the last video last week to support me. Watch the videos, spread the word. Please continue to stay out of drama. You guys have done a great job this week. I've heard almost no drama whatsoever in regards to myself, nothing. It's just people are watching, people are enjoying, people are having fun, being positive on social media, and I'm not hearing any kind of negative bullshit. People are not getting caught up in the drama of nonsense of the stupid slanderous shit throwing that people do about me, and I'm out of it too, because since you don't talk about it, I don't hear about it, and it's been a good week for me. So thank you in regards to that. It's been a great week. Please continue to do so, all right? And of course, Patreon is going to help to make sure that with this pay cut that I'm taking, that I could still afford to pay my bills. So patreon.com/darksidephil. The new goal for this month is up. Rockathon 2.0. People loved the Rock Band Marathon. I did so much last time that it's going to happen again as the goal this month. Consider pledging. If you pledge $5 or more this month, you get to nominate the songs I'll be playing and singing in that marathon at the end of January. Okay? So those are the ways you can help me. All right? But in addition to all of that, I still need your help. I need, really, at this point, concrete and good suggestions for this new channel. Because I really need a good name, a catchy name that has nothing, and I'm going to say this again because people didn't seem to understand when I said it last week. This channel could have nothing to do in the title with DSP, Darkside Phil, like King of Hate, none of that. I want it to be something different. Something branded completely differently. So that way, just immediately at the name, you don't know, obviously, that has anything to do with me. When people type in the name of this channel, they're not going to get 5 million slanderous videos from people from over the years with all these videos about nasty shit about me that has nothing to fucking do with me or my video content. I want it to be a fresh start. Okay? And some people have said, well, Phil, you realize that those people who are nasty to you were going to follow. No shit. I mean, of course they are. But just getting a fresh start in the YouTube search engine is a huge, better, positive start than what I have now with DSPGaming. Okay? So any suggestions, just with the ideas that I've given you, countdowns, top 10s, best of the week, best of moments, worst of moments of playthroughs, edited, game reviews like the Hateful Truth that I did this past year, and other projects similar to that. That's the kind of stuff you're gonna see on this channel. What do you think? And again, stay away from DSP, stay away from Phil, stay away from Darkside, stay away from King of Hate, all those things that are associated with me. I gotta try to make it different than those, all right? So please send me your suggestions. And again, you're gonna notice all the crap is disabled on this video, because I want people to watch this video at face value and not be distracted. I want you to get the message rather than, oh, it's in the comments, oh, thumbs down, and people say nasty shit. No. And that's why it's all disabled. Send me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Tweet me, @theycallmeDSP. There's many public ways that you can post it up on my forums, thekingofhate.com, anywhere. Give me your suggestions for this new channel, because I need to make it and name it very shortly, okay? Now, the final portion of this video, I want to address controversy in particular going on right now. It's like literally just happening, but it's been going on for years, regarding Machinima. Because as I was during this renegotiation this past week, okay, for what's going on with Machinima, which, by the way, I just want to remind everyone, I'm only in a 2-month contract with them on DSPGaming that I can leave at the end of January. So worst comes to worst, if something changes and Machinima totally does a flip-flop on me and acts like a bunch of jerks, I can leave them at the end of January, okay? I'm not locked into anything right now, and that's why I was so happy they gave me that flexibility. But there's all this negativity around Machinima right now because, again, this comes up every few years. Apparently, there's Machinima partners out there, people who are partnered with Machinima, who have contracts that are kind of ridiculous, contracts that have pretty ridiculous terms and things that just don't really make much sense compared to what other people have on YouTube. There's a lot of people saying that they're trying to get out of their contracts with Machinima, and Machinima won't let them out or just doesn't respond. A lot of information. And here's the bottom line, everyone. I've heard tons of negative stuff about Machinima over the years. Tons. That they do underhanded things here and there. That they screw this YouTuber over here and there. And I hear it all hearsay and people say it, or whatever. All that I can ever attest to is my personal experience, right? There's always he said and she said and this guy said and that guy said, and that's all hearsay. That's all part of the big cloud of drama nastiness that YouTube loves to proliferate rather than actually focus on personal experiences that are positive. Because the bottom line is this: for every million people that have a positive experience with something, there'll be the one guy who has a bad experience, and that guy will scream the loudest, and that's the guy that gets the attention because of drama. The human interest in drama and attention and negativity. They love it. They follow it. Why do you think we have reality TV shows? Why do you think TMZ is so popular? Because people fucking love their drama. So I'm sure, yes, there are probably very much people with the Machinima contracts they don't like. People who want to get out of their contracts and maybe they can't. All this negative stuff going on. But all I can tell you is from my personal experience, and here's the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen. Since the day I signed with Machinima in 2011, all right, I've had way more much of a positive experience with them than I've had a negative. I could be very honest with you because I'm an honest guy. You know me. What do I like about Machinima? I like the fact that I have 1 to 2 people in the company that I can contact, whether it is a direct phone call or an email, or if I have to go through their silly automated system that they call Zendesk. It's like a log system to show that they actually actioned on request. I still get an answer from Machinima within roughly 24 hours every single time I've ever submitted something legitimately into their system. Now, I don't know if that's just me, but I usually get a response. I've almost never had a situation where no one was responding to me, okay? I like the fact that Machinima gives me things outside of just my partnership. They give me music, royalty-free music that I can use in all my edited videos. They give me protections against copyright. All these false copyright strikes I had this year, they helped me to get them cleared up. They talk directly with YouTube. They got my streaming capabilities back when the streaming got suspended. I like the fact that I'm in a managed partnership. Now, admittedly, not everyone has that. But the fact that I'm in a managed partnership means that I don't have content ID flags and all these third-party fucking companies flagging my videos and me losing the ability to monetize my hard-earned work, right? My work that my blood, sweat, and tears is the one that I'm the one playing the game. I'm the one recording. I'm the one uploading. I'm the one babysitting the videos, putting the videos in playlists, promoting the videos, telling everyone about it, setting up the live stream. That's me. No one deserves credit for that but me. So there you have it. You know, that's for me to get credit for that. And having that managed partnership protection is outstanding. Machinima allowed me to go to E3 in 2012. Now, admittedly, after that, I didn't really get an offer from Machinima to go to E3 again. And I'm sure I could have, if I really hounded the fuck out of them, possibly gotten there. But the bottom line is, since 2012, I really haven't had much opportunity to do anything. Like, you know, I've been tight on money. 2013, I was saving to move. Last year, I moved. And now I certainly don't have any money to do anything like that. So I really don't care that I didn't get into E3 again. But the one time I got in was awesome, right? And games, this past year, Machinima has provided me with tons of promotional copies of games. In fact, the past 3 months, I think I got about 7 of them or 8 of them. And these were all games that I was planning on going out and buying anyway, and they saved me the money. And let me tell you, in regard to some of these fucking games that were terrible, that were not worth $60, I am so glad that I did not have to pay for them, because I would be so fucking pissed off if I did, okay? So Machinima gives me all these positives. What are the negatives of being with Machinima? Let's be honest here. Number 1, high turnover rate. What does that mean? It means that in the 4.5 years, 5 years now almost, that I've been signed with Machinima, the people here change all the time. The person who's your point of contact today will not be your point of contact in 6 months, will not be your point of contact in a year. There's high turnover rate. People are constantly moving around in positions in the company, leaving the company, joining the company, and the company's been restructured 2 times since I started with them in 2011. And they've had totally different initiatives. That's why I was going to E3 in 2012. They had different initiatives that year than they did in the next year and since then. So it's like, you know, you have opportunities sometimes you don't. You won't have consistency in the people you're talking to there, or even the method by which you try to get information from them. It could change on the fly. That's a negative. I would love to have one person who I know I can rely on all the time, and I've never had that with Machinima because the people are constantly fluctuating. That's an honest answer right there, all right? Number 2. The fact that they don't really involve me in much. And what I mean by that is I've almost never been contacted by Machinima and said, Phil, would you like to do a crossover with this YouTuber under Machinima? Phil, would you like to be involved in this special Machinima event? Phil, would you like to do this? I almost never get that. Never. Now, I don't know if other Machinima partners get that. I don't. So maybe for whatever reason I'm on the blacklist, but I just never get involved in that stuff. I never get told about special, you know, opportunities of collaboration or any kind of thing that has to do with Machinima. I don't get involved. I don't get, you know, there's no Machinima conference where all the big YouTubers under Machinima come and meet up or a meet and greet. Nothing like that. So, you know what I mean? I'm kind of, like I said, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do feel like I'm on an island on YouTube. I do my own thing. Everyone else does their shit around me, but I just exist on my own, and I'm still here after years and years of doing it. I don't really get involved in other people. Other people don't get involved in my shit, right? And, you know, if Machinima, there's maybe other partnership companies that are much different, and they try to do the crossovers and everything, and they try to orchestrate all that. Machinima doesn't. And that's, I think, a negative. I honestly think that all the years, all the people that came in and out of Machinima, if I had crossovers and stuff with those people, networking, branching out, it would have been a great opportunity. And it was a lost opportunity because Machinima never orchestrated any of that stuff. And I've told them this before, by the way. 2 times in the past 4 years, I've told them this. And by the way, every time I told someone, that guy left his position within a few months, and then it went by the wayside. Okay? The biggest thing by far that pisses me off about Machinima is that when these contract renegotiations come up, they don't warn anybody. I didn't get a forewarning 2 months ago saying, oh, by the way, it's the end of 2015 and we'll be reviewing everyone's contract again, and you've been red flagged this year as a contract that may need to be renegotiated. No, it just fucking hits you like that, and now I'm supposed to, like, change my entire business and life in 10 days. This happened twice. This happened at the end of 2012, same exact situation. And it's like they didn't learn from then that apparently just doing that is messed up. And they did it again. Now, in this case, they actually made concessions for me, right? So that I could take my time and decide what's best for me. But that's ridiculous. That's a real negative criticism of Machinima. You should give people way more time to make fucking life-changing decisions. Yeah, it's YouTube. Okay, I understand that. But it's serious business. Sorry, it is. It's my life. It's my business. What other business are you forced into 10 days to make a fucking critical decision that's going to change your life? So I don't like that. I wish there was more transparency and communication between Machinima and myself, and I'm sure all the other partners are probably going to agree with me, all right? But I'll tell you this, all the negative shit that I hear about Machinima in these videos that I hear, the drama bullshit that I hear all over the internet and people complaining, here's what I hear, the most common complaints about Machinima. They force you into really long-term contracts, like some people upwards of 7 years, 4 years, and you can't get out of them. They've never done that to me ever. When I signed with them in 2011, it was a 2-year contract. At the end of 2012, they renegotiated and said 1 year. And since then, I've always been in a 1-year contract. Right now, I'm in a 2-month contract. So I don't know where these long contracts are coming from or why the hell anyone would ever agree to one. Like, are you out of your mind? A 7-fucking-year contract? I actually heard some people originally, way back when these partnership companies were first signed in perpetuity contracts. You know what that means? It means that a company owns your channel forever. And you have no legal right to fucking get out of it. That's insanity. I would never sign a contract like that. That's stupidity. And what I really think, you want my honest opinion, I think a lot of YouTubers, when they see that other YouTubers are making money, oh, there's someone over there that's doing gaming and they're making a living, I want to do that too. And they rush out for the first offer. Oh, I heard Machinima is a big company. Oh, here's a contract. And instead of actually looking to see what's out there and playing the field and doing their due diligence, they just sign right on the fucking dotted line, like totally ignorant of what they're signing, right? They don't read. Some people are just, they're saying that they were in contracts that were like 60-40 revenue share. That's terrible. That means that you keep 60% of the ad revenue from your channel and your partnership network keeps 40%. That's really fucking bad. Let me tell you right now, that's really bad. That's one of the worst fucking arrangements. If you're in a 60-40 revenue share contract right now on YouTube, you need to get the fuck out of there because you fucked up when you signed that contract. Everyone has a better contract than you, all right? So this is what I mean. Like all the negative things I always hear about Machinima. I hear 3 things. My contract's too long, they won't let me out. My terms suck, they won't improve them or they won't let me out. Or I don't get an answer from them, all right? I've never had a contract offered for me longer than a year since I was renegotiated in 2012. I've never had an issue with revenue share or anything like that. My terms have always been really lucrative terms from Machinima, and I always get a response from them. So, people saying to me in the past few days, Phil, we really hope you don't sign again with Machinima because we heard all this negative stuff. That's not the experience I've ever had with this company. Regardless of the fact that the people who I talk to are different every couple years or every year, I always have a good experience with them. Like, I've never had an experience where I was told, fuck you, no, make a decision, or get the fuck out, or nothing like that. Never. Always I've been given leeway. I've been given special, a special circumstance, extra help with copyright issues. Like, I don't understand why people have such an issue with this company when, to me, they've been nothing but willing to work with me since day one. My success on YouTube is because of my hard-earned work and Machinima's backing of me in a lot of ways. That's why I've been here. So for people to say, oh, Machinima's a terrible company and all that, the problem is the people who have great relationships with Machinima aren't going to fucking jump out there and make great videos about it because they're fine. When you're fine, you don't mention it. It's also like I said, Phil, you never mentioned views until 2012. Oh, you mean when my views started to go down? That's right. Because you don't mention the negative until it happens. Why are you know what I mean? Why am I ever going to mention Machinima, right? Besides saying I'm grateful maybe once a year, I'm grateful to be with Machinima, they let me do my job and make money. Why would I ever be making big videos about it, right? And that's why you don't ever hear the positives, you hear the negatives. And I hope this is a positive story that people will fucking spread about Machinima. I've never had a problem with these people. Well, I don't know what's wrong with people that like they're oh, Machinima's the devil, terrible contracts. I've never once had a bad deal put in my lap by Machinima. I've never once been mistreated. I've never once had an issue. Yeah, there's a few communication issues when it comes to back and forth and timeliness and transparency a little bit, but never something that would make or break up my fucking business or my life. So I don't know how people, if anything, what it seems to me is that people have sour grapes. And what I mean by that is, again, oh, they saw those YouTube dollar signs, right? Oh my God, Darkside Phil's making money, making videos on YouTube. I gotta get in on that too. So I got a channel that's got, you know, couple thousand subs, but it's growing rapidly. I'm gonna sign with so oh, I got a contract from someone. Fuck me doing due diligence and going out and looking at terms and things from other people. Sign on the dotted line, and then you get what's called buyer's remorse. You fucking jumped right into a deal before you were ready, and next thing you know, you could have got a better deal over here, you could have got a better deal over here, and you want more, and now you can't get out because you legally locked in, like a sap. Now, should companies be offering these terrible contracts? No, I agree, they shouldn't. Who the fuck should ever offer a 7-year contract or a year 60-40 rev share? That's insanity. But I've never been offered a contract that bad. Maybe I'm the exception to the rule. My terms are good, and I have a good relationship with Machinima, and that's why I have no problem at this point re-signing with them for a month, seeing what happens in the month of January, right? I want to get this new channel partnered with them. Let's see how that goes. If that new channel is successful under a managed partnership, right? And we can play it all out. And worst case scenario, right? If I do re-sign, it's a year. It's only a year. It's only ever been a fucking year. I'm not locked in these guys in perpetuity and I'm stuck with them forever. I don't know where all this nonsense comes from. I really don't. So, that's my perspective. That's my update. Good positive news. DSPGaming is re-signed for now. It is much less money, but it's re-signed with Machinima. Still a managed partnership. Alright? That's going to go till the end of January, at which case we'll see how did things go in January with the new channels, the vlogging, DSPGaming, and we decide if we're going to go into a longer-term contract and re-signing again. The new channel is in development. Send me your feedback on the names I should use for this channel. All right? Also, keep in mind, I'm going to be needing things like logos. I'll be needing a new logo for the channel once we pick the name, and some artwork for the top of the channel. You know, the channel banner, I believe they call it. That's really all I need. I need a thumbnail. I need a channel banner. And that's all I need for the channel. Then it's ready to go. That's all you need. You need a channel banner, thumbnail, name, and you can get the channel going, partnered immediately, right? And, you know, and we're gravy from there. So contact me with that, with your feedback on that, and hopefully it'll be partnered in early 2016, and we'll go from there. So as of right now, things are good. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. Things will progress forward positively. All kinds of new stuff is coming your way in regards to not just new gameplay, but we've got the year-end series, holiday specials, everything coming, and then we're going to roll right into the new stuff in 2016. Thank you for your ongoing support. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching this particular video as well. All right? So that's it, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I have further updates for you on the new channel, I'll let you know. Please send me your feedback, and we'll go from there. All right? Peace out, everyone. See you later. Thanks for watching. And, oh yeah, happy holidays.